and today we're going to be looking for British reptiles and amphibians. So we found 4 in total, and this is the first one. This is a male slow worm. You can tell firstly it's a slow worm, not a snake. It's actually like a lizard. You can tell this by its very smooth scales and the lack of any defined neck area. So these can actually drop their tail. So you try not to hold them by their tail. They do this and these are 2 more that we found. They do this as a self-defense. So if a predator grabs them, they can drop it and run. Slither. But it won't harm them, but you don't really want them dropping off their tail because it would hinder them for their life, because they won't have that self-defense mechanism. We also pooed all over my hands. This is another defense mechanism to try and deter predators from eating them. So yeah, the big one's the female and the small one's the male. You can tell this by their black stripe as well. And this is the grass snake. This is the UK's largest snake, and it's the only snake that lays eggs. This is the barred grass snake, and you'll see later in the video you can tell it's a grass snake, not only by its olive green colour and those like speckled diamonds kind of on its back, but also by the yellow collar that surrounds its neck. It may look like I'm being a bit rough but I was being very gentle, and the reason I can't keep it in one area is because it was constantly trying to bite me. This is another interesting effect which we're observing now, which is the fact that grass snakes actually play dead when they feel threatened. They also smear an awfully smelling substance on my hand, which was absolutely disgusting, and I couldn't get it off for a couple of days. This is another secondary self-defense mechanism. So you put it back. It did slither off in the end, we did see it, but we didn't get that on video. And as you can see, that yellow and black collar surrounding its neck. So we're on to the amphibians now, and this is a common toad. You can tell it's a toad and not like a frog. Firstly, by the fact it can crawl around, not jump, and also it's kind of warty and more dry body when you're holding it in your hands. We found this just under a rock. Most of the things we found were under rocks, other than the grass snake, which was basking. You'll tend to find these near rivers and ponds, but not always, as shown here, as this was actually in the middle of the woods where there was no real ponds or anything of that nature, which was actually quite surprising. So we're just putting it back now. We aren't actually putting it under the rock yet, so don't crush it. We're just going to put it next to it so it can crawl back in and be safe from predators. Right, so we're just about to see the next and final animal on our list, and these are also amphibians. These are the newts. This is in particular the smooth newt. You can see we've got 1 male and 2 females here. These you can see I put these in a container just so they wouldn't fall away when we're trying to film them. They are being pretty still. We found these under a rock, and these were near a big pond and a river, which is unsurprising as that's where they start their life cycle and spend a lot of their time, especially when mating.